Coralie and Matilda, congratulations to both of you on the film.
Thank you.
Very
Thank you.
powerful stuff, not for the squeamish, definitely not. I wondered where the idea came from for this one, Coralie. It actually reminded me a little bit of Deliverance.
Well, you know, when I started to write the movie, I used to pitch it as being a revenge movie somewhere between Kill Bill and Deliverance. So you got it.
I'm not far wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not far wrong.
And yeah, it's what I like in Deliverance. It's the very powerful relationship to the natural elements that brings, you know, for me the movie to another stage and another level, playing with all the landscape and the relationship between men, you know, and their environment, and also environment can be humans.
So when you were pitching it, how difficult did you find it to get funding for a film like this as a woman director?
Basically, it was difficult funding it. Even in the end, it went pretty quick. But I would say in France, it's very difficult to fund this kind of movies, basically. And of course, I think the fact that I was a woman director was more a positive thing, because it would bring something new, you know, to the genre. And I think what I tried to do was really to show the financier how it could be a new take on the genre, and how I could add something different, and that would be not, you know, another movie like we've seen many. So I really worked on, you know, giving them the elements that would be very specific to the movie and to the way I wanted to do it.
So being a woman was an advantage then?
Well, I mean, it brought something that was noticed, that was, you know, that was unusual. So of course, when it's unusual, it's noticed. But I'm not sure it was made the funding more easily, because, you know, it's a balance.
It's never easy.
It's never easy.
It's never easy. So Matilda, how did you prepare for such a physically challenging role? Because it's really hard work.
Yeah, we didn't really have time to prep the character that much, because basically what happened is that we worked in the casting process on the character already a lot. She was asking me to, you know, get a wig and do my nails and dance to a specific song and do certain scenes as Jen already, like the Lolita kind of side. And I think we worked less on the animalesque kind of part in the casting process. And then basically she called me and said, I thank you for your work and it was great to work with you, but I decided to go with another girl. And as much as it could upset me in a way, it really surprised me that she called me personally and was very honest about it, and, you know, didn't disappear. And basically a day, like, I thought they started already shooting and, you know, the movie was going already, like, forward. And then I get a call basically saying, can you come in 2 days in Paris, start rehearsal and fittings, and we're going to start shooting in a week. And I was ready to do it. I think physically I've always done sports in my life, so that part was already there. And then on
set... How are you with all that blood? I mean, how much blood was there in the film, by the way? It looked like there was gallons.
Yeah.
Are you squeamish at all?
Yeah, I mean, the first day, I would say, was a lot of fun because it was unusual and you don't ever get to shoot in so much blood. And, you know, the whole, like, situation was pretty funny because no one expected the set to be that bloody, and we were, like, slippering everywhere, and it was pretty fun. And then the second day it started becoming very intense because we couldn't sit down. We were sticking to the walls because it was very sticky. It was very cold. So, like, I remember Coralie coming in the hallway with, like, a bucket of hot water and, like, pouring hot water on my body, not to stick to the ground, basically. So it was fun and tough at the same time.
So it was a bit of an endurance test for you then, for both of you, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, shooting in the desert in Morocco.
Yeah, it was tough, and we didn't have much time, and we had to deal with the real elements. We were lost in the middle of nowhere. We were shooting in locations where we couldn't have trailers or tents, and so basically it was everybody, you know, in the same bath together and dealing with all the natural elements that can be very tough to control, but adds so much also to the spirit of the film.
Coralie, merci beaucoup.
Merci.
Matilda, grazie mille.
Grazie.